Well, my God, he's using the chatting room. 50 stream streak! Hell yeah, B. I know we just saw each other yesterday, but God, it feels like forever since I've had a normal stream. Soon, Tony. Jeez, don't be anxious about it. You'll get yours soon. This is normal? Relatively speaking. Hi, Eddie. How you doing? How you doing? Hello to TboniDraws, aka Dahlia Inkheart, very soon. HoneyBee, thank you very much for the 50 stream streak. I appreciate you, and good God, you are nuts for keeping that going as long as you have. Also on the YouTube side, hello Centurion and Aiden Tucker. Sorry it's not Dark Souls today, but I legitimately have had no time to grind, and I don't want to deal with that run back, so maybe if I got time today, I will fix it up. Ha! Yeah. It'll be a cold day in hell if I fuck it up. Yeah, I know. What was it? Me and Billy were talking off stream about how crazy the streaks have gotten over here, and Billy told me about one chatter that he has that's like at stream streak 200, I think? Something like that, 250? And now he's trying to throw pipe bombs into the mix and try to stream at irregular times just to break it. I would never do such a thing to y'all. I know y'all would hang me on the spot for that. But yeah, welcome on in, y'all. Welcome on in. Sorry about those of you who are stuck in ad hell. It will be over shortly. And then we will get into the meat and bones, Ricky T bones that is, of what exactly is going down today. Which is nothing. By the way. There is nothing. I am just overworked a little bit by my own volition. Nobody is forcing me to do what I'm doing. Yeah. Your max level is 155, 160. Yeah. No, I just want to eliminate that terrible... There it is. 50 big ones. 50 big streams attended by TboniDraws. Now you gotta rack them up on Dahlia Inkheart. Now you gotta choose which one. Are you going to preserve your streak and keep TboniDraws open just for that? Or is it time to start the streak on Dahlia Inkheart? You got a dilemma now, buddy. Forever dual wielding, huh? Forever dual wielding. Also, congrats on getting reposted by VGen. That's a big ups. That's a big boost for you. On Blue Sky, the better platform, by a margin. Well done. Nice luck of the draw. Yeah. For anybody who don't know, VGen apparently sometimes does creator shoutouts, where they show off their newest acquisitions, newest verified creators, and the Tboni accounts got boosted. What's a unicorn in what? Are we talking about the candy? Or are we talking about what? Huh. Anyway, yeah, so no DS2 today. I just want to talk to y'all. I just want to talk to y'all. It's been a hot minute since we just talked, honestly. Like, I have this really bad suspicion that it may be okay, no, I'm not going to open my big jaw unless I double check exactly what the hell it was, because I have time. Tomodachi. Oh, I didn't know you could get unicorns there. Okay, let me see. Let me see what exactly... Okay, well, the thing is about that, Tony, is that aren't you going to break a link if you try to change it? Pretty sure you will. And then there goes your big push. Okay. So, the last... Oh, only a month ago. Hang on. let me see. You might hear double me for a second here. Okay, no, thankfully. When exactly was this? Ooh, April 6th. Okay, a month and a half, maybe month and almost 2 weeks. Yikes. Yeah, it's been a minute since we just stood in front of a screen and did not have a game nearby, huh? It has been a hot minute. And apparently I was rested last chatting stream. That's certainly not the case this time. Anyway, so enough about that. For those who may not know the skeleton who stands before you, I am Detective Ricky T. Bones of the Gehenna PD. Gehenna being in the underworld, and the PD standing for Police Department, and that title is only a suggestion at this point, because people are getting out of hand left and right, and I am only one skeleton. And now I work for the folks of Olympia as a volunteer representative, so I've been losing all my time to that. Au contraire, your artist standing right in front of you. You've done various works for other people. You did, what, emotes for Spectre, I think it was? You've done a shit ton. I forget what you did for Spectre. No, it was badges, it was badges, it was badges. You did badges for Spectre. You've been around, homie. You're a well-known fiend. People know you by name at this point. So, don't sell yourself short. Because if you're small, then what the hell am I? Minuscule? Probably. But that's neither here nor there. Yeah. So, as always, folks, please do let me know if anything's too quiet or too loud. It was only a day since I streamed, but I feel like it's been forever, given how long I've been staying awake these past couple days. I think everything should be just about chill. Also, you may be wondering about the new friend joining Jeffrey today. This is Derek. He doesn't really talk. He is a friend-shaped slime of some kind, and drawn by Confettitheclown, my boss for Olympia. And he was in the thumbnail, and I just felt like, you know what? Derek and Jeff deserve to be here. You might be wondering why he's got two names. It's not two names, no. You see that? You see that in there? That's a skull. That's Jeff the Skull. Derek, Jeff, and Jeremy, yes. See? It's a trio. A quartet, even. Man, we could start a barbershop quartet right here, right now. That is, if Derek had any lungs, or Jeff had a body, or Jeremy had a little more than an eyeball to his name. Jeff is the tiny little skull you see inside Derek's belly. Don't worry about it. As you should be. There is not a single VTuber under the sun who was never not nervous for their debut. Speaking of, for those who are never in the loop, because Tony tells me a lot in DMs. Why did Derek eat them? Great question. I'm not sure. Confetti never told me the reason why. It just existed, and then there was no lore. But this is one of our mascots, the other being the one by HoneyBee. Ooh. That'd be some cool lore for Jeremy. That light being more than meets the eye. The singular eye within a socket. No. 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 Oh, you're directing that at Dahlia? Okay, go for it. Go for it. Harassed as much as you like. Tony, you've got a promise to keep now. I'm kidding. I don't know how... I think you could probably survive horror games better than I could, for sure. Let's see. What did I do this time? I know you're gonna play, like, you're trying to play Final Fantasy first when you finally start streaming thanks to the new PC you got. You're dragging Cake into repo? Cool. He doesn't scare easy. Wait. Does he scare eat? No, he does scream. He does scream. He does scream, so I'm sure he gets scared every once in a while. I don't know if he's as much of a scaredy cat as I am, but have fun. Have fun. He loves friend swap stuff, actually. My brother Cake, by the way, for anybody who doesn't know, Cake Station. He's much more well-known than I am. He is an animator, and he's been my dear beloved brother as long as we've been alive together. I'm only a year older than him, and we get mistaken for twins, and I don't know why. Ah, okay. Team building exercise, I see. I do got a bro, yeah. We live in the same house. We've been cooperating for the longest time. I think, like, well, okay. Yeah, I've done work for him before, actually. I've done music stuff. What's the word? Yeah, I've basically done free music commissions for a lot of his works. Like, he is not also a detective. Instead, he is a fantastic animator. And a... What's the word I'm looking for? How do I describe Cake? I should tell Cake the chat says hi. Okay. Yeah, no. Cake is a very creative individual. He was the artist of us two. He's an animator. He does fight animations as a specialty. And he is very much night and day when it regards to me. Like, I don't think I'm anything like my brother, but we work very well together. 4 to 5 difference, and people mistake you. Yeah, no, I get it. Yeah, no. It's just how close you are to your sibling. Like, some people mistake twinning for familiarity, I think. Like, me and Cake work amazingly well together whenever we put our minds to it. Yeah, who doesn't? He rarely appears on stream anywhere. Like, it feels like half the time if I want him to get on stream, I have to put a carrot cake in front of him instead of just a carrot. He has gone on record saying that he doesn't really like games. That sounds like Cake, alright, yeah. Yeah, no, we're definitely cut from the same cloth when it comes to encouraging you to do what you do best, huh? My homie. What brought that on? What caused you to threaten them with the worst crime you can do to a man? Okay, it's not the worst. I'm just exaggerating here. I am just exaggerating. Schedules and gaming bullshit. Ah, okay. Gotcha. Okay. Cake, B, Cake says, he misses you. I guess. Oh, that's sweet. Speaking of Cake, I never got to talk about how we did with Mother's Day. Like I mentioned in the community, oh no, Cake is making me the messenger again. Anyway, I'll relay it once he feels. But I talked about with the community post for Mother's Day how me and Cake were gonna go serenade Mama Bones, and I never got a chance to say how well it went. It went well, ish. I obviously, Mama Bones and Papa Bones were both in attendance. They were happy to hear it. What the fuck? Okay. I have a message from Cake to B, and he wants me to say it exactly like so. Why haven't we twinned to get snacks yet? I need 8,000 fit checks on my table in triplicate by yesterday morning. I don't understand my brother. I don't understand what he said. Hi, Brian. Hello, hello. Okay. Apparently this is the Cake stream now. This is the Talk to Cake through Ricky stream now, huh? Yes! Yes! I need to clip this. I need to So I told Cake, you said hi, Tony. And this was his response. Oh my god. Where is it? Oh no. Where did I put it? Okay, I'm gonna have to put it elsewhere. Okay, there it is. Oh my god. I love my brother, y'all. He gets me. For those new to the channel, Tony's always on fucking site with me. Also, Cake offers a snack begrudgingly. In exchange for peace, I'm sure. Yeah, we were so... Okay, I'll run it back for you real quick, Ryan. Long story short, me and Cake, my brother, of only a year younger than I, get confused for twins often. I think it happens at least 3 times a year. Like, most recently, it happened maybe last year, and it was at a barber shop. And we were just talking. We were just talking. We don't sound alike. We don't look very much alike. Yeah, that happened before. Oh my god. But yeah. Very much so, yes. Yeah, even stylish. Even stylistic choices. I'll get back to the Mother's Day thing in a bit, but yes. We are not anything alike. We have different body proportions. We have different style choices. He likes tight. I like loose. He enjoys cutesy stuff sometimes. I enjoy more streetwear, grungy stuff. It's fine. This is what Just Chatting streams are for. If it does not go off the rails, something has gone definitely wrong. It's fine. Don't worry about it, y'all. We're here to vibe. But yeah, I don't get it. Although I have seen recently, PJs does sound nice. PJs is a way to chillax. But Yeah, the dichotomy between me and Kay could not be any more stark, and yet some people confuse us for twins. I don't know. I don't get it. I don't see it sometimes. Now that I have changed to fit more of his slimmer body type, I kind of see it. But in a way, no. No, I don't. I don't really see it at all. Oh, sick. That sounds lovely, especially with the heat cranking up soon. God. You know, maybe with my GERD getting a little bit better, maybe I can stomach ice cream. You don't see it because you are brothers. That's very true. We know each other like the back of our hands. We've been around with each other for the longest time. How well do I not want to know Egyptian lore? That's a great question. You would be surprised to know I know very little. I can't stomach ice cream, yes. Because it is milk-based? No, I cannot stomach it. Oh dear. Good luck with that. Oh, no, it's fine, it's fine. I'll leave this to everybody's imagination. Tony's showing me some work in progress previews of a potential stream someday. Someday, my model artist will have their own up and running Twitch channel because Tony got a brand new laptop. A loaner. But yeah. Remember the snail spike wall of death? Ooh, snail spike wall of death. Goodness. Well, not brand new, but anyway. Which game was it from? Because talking to you, it could either be from Mega Man or it could be from Shovel Knight. Either way, Snail Spike Wall of Death does not ring a bell. I'm surprised I never got into Egyptian lore now that I think about it. Yes, that is true. X3, okay, yeah. Gotcha. Yeah, it's been a hot minute since I thought about X3. Damn. And soon, speaking of games, I will be playing King of Cards. Yippee. I'm looking forward to that. It's been a while since we did Shovel Knight. Maybe, hopefully, sometime in September. Assuming we get any more series done. I feel like I've not been able to actually... What's the word I'm looking for? Finish anything recently. Anyway, going back to the Mother's Day. God, I wish I had time to work on merch, but I'll get to that in a bit. But Mother's Day went well. I believe the set list was a couple of interesting choices. What was the first one we did? Unfortunately, I threw away our little sketched out set list, so I don't remember exactly what was on there. But I believe we started with Dios del Soldado. It was a old Mexican song that Cake taught me how to harmonize with him, and there's a crazy story behind it regarding that song. Pictures in the history book. Ooh. Whoa. Yeah, Egyptian lore does go hard. Damn. Yeah, but it's an old Spanish song, and after we recited it, like, what is it? Do I remember how it went? What is it? Maybe I should look up the lyrics real quick. Maybe I can give you a small preview. Dios del Sol... El al Dios del Soldado. That's right. Adiós, adiós, lucero de mis noches, de un soldado al pie de una ventana. Yeah, that was my bit, and then Cake took the higher end, and we sounded like an old recording, honestly. Like stuff you hear in the National Archives. It was good. He only had time to teach me the first verse, but the second we ended, Mama Bones was like, "Good Lord." It's like I got to hear the performance that my grandfathers would have given, and I get to hear it in person instead of on an old recording. And then she immediately followed up with, "So, you're gonna learn the rest for my birthday, right?" I love you, Mama Bones. Never change. Hey, old Flash. Welcome on in. Welcome on in. We're just yapping and chatting the night away. All vibes, no direction. And that's perfectly fine by me because I am tired as shit. Oh, hi, Alex. Hello, Alex. Alexian. Yes, B. You better learn the rest for her birthday. I hope I get to, man. I hope I get to. Because, I'm very busy. Anyway, the rest of the set list was, Dream. All I Have to Do Is Dream by the Everly Brothers. Take a Message to Mary by the Everly Brothers. I performed Perfidia, and it has been so long since I sung solo that I actually lost my nerve. That kind of sucked. I was really nervous trying to get through it, and that's why I say ish. And of course, we also did the Beatles because Mama Bones is a Beatles maniac. She's got all the albums on CD, some on proper vinyl. The full family is a bunch of Beatles maniacs, so of course we had to do at least one. We did All I Gotta Do Is Act Naturally. Well, that's a good threat to see in my chat. Okay, the down payment for a house. Hold on there, fella. Okay, anyway, moving right along. So yes, Mother's Day went well. Mother's Day went well, honestly. It was more like a mother's weekend sort of thing. It was a mother's weekend sort of thing for sure. I think we went out to a pop-up. Yeah, we did go for... Yeah, we did. I should talk about this now. So, I forgot to prepare these photos. Well, how do you think I feel? I'm usually the subject of the initial strikes. Now you get to be in my shoes, man. Good luck. You're gonna need it. You're gonna need it. Because you don't appreciate anything we already do for you. Or you have a hard time doing so, I should say. You always appreciate it. You just don't know how to process the feelings. Like yours truly. Chuck Chuck. It's Wabbit season. Anyway. Before Mother's Day, though. Mother's Day proper. There was actually a really cool event going on at one of my local establishments where they had like a horror-themed market based around the mothers of horror, and they actually had a couple of stars come around from cult classics. I don't remember exactly one of them. I don't remember any of the names or faces because I wasn't really interested, but I did come away with something. I came away with something really cool because that place whenever they have a pop-up market, oh my good god, they got the best shit. Especially if you're a closet goth like yours truly. Let me see where exactly I put it though. Feel like I put it here. That I did. All right, take a look at this. I've shown y'all guys that I got some skeleton ice before, but you ain't seen nothing like this oversized thing that's about to fill the entire screen. Give me a second while I fix it. Boom. There's a hint. And then it's gone. And it's still gone. Boom. It's a chain of some kind, that's for sure. And wabam. Look at this beauty. It is a scythe on a chain with 2 skulls with spinal columns fused in the center to make the shaft. It's crazy. It's absolutely crazy, not so cool. And it was only $10. I know. It's stupid good. And it's so detailed. Like, hold on, let me get the close-up if I can. I need large archons, please. Look at that. Look at that. Look at the detail on that skull. On the back of the scythe. Oh my good lord. I'm not supposed to be spending any money because of debut prep, and I do have enough, don't worry. I have enough to start my commission work. But I could not pass that up. It's way too cool looking to pass that up. Oh my good lord. I've noticed that I've actually got an affinity for chains and stuff like that now that I think about it. Like, the boss had some necklace wear I bought. There was a ring I bought. I'm starting to realize I do like the shiny. Although I'm not what you would call anybody who would normally wear that stuff. I definitely only wear it when I'm like rolling around in streetwear, which is a lot of the time, honestly. Ace! My god, buddy! Oh my god, yet again I'm reminded that I do not have enough time for my friends. Hello! We do well, Lord of the House of Spades. We do well. So sorry I've only been able to keep up with you over blue sky, my friend. I hope all's well. I hope all's well. I need more time to work. I need more time to spend in other people's streams. Yes. I've been very busy, honestly. There is a rebrand coming up where I will be donning flesh. There is V-Olympia stuff to be achieved where I need to work on some player cards, and I've basically been a coach. I saw that. I'll be on online. That's another great fandom I never had the time to indulge in. Let's see. Is it the one I think it is? It is a fantasy sandbox MMORPG. Yeah, that sounds up my alley. Interesting. Oh god, yeah, that's Diablo. It's the one with the ad as long as the B movie script. Glorious. Oh yeah. Yeah, no, I would be lost to time. I would be lost to time. Oh, so long, Aiden. Thank you very much for sticking around as long as you could. Enjoy your dinner. Yeah, I would be lost. I would be forever lost if I got anywhere near this game. I touched Diablo. Was it Diablo? Or what? Was it Diablo? No, it was not Diablo. It was Path of Exile once. I spent a little bit of time on the beach. Understood that it's a beautiful action RPG that has loads of depth and a skill forest. Not a tree, forest. I was like, no, Ricky. You are going to lose your job as a VTuber because you will spend too much time on there. To which most would say, why not stream it, Ricky? Don't give me an out. Please, don't give me an out. But I hope you're having fun with it. I hope you're having fun with it. And I hope your guild your efforts to recruit into your guild go well. But yeah. I'm glad you're doing well, Ace. I'm very glad you're doing well. It's nice to hear from you, even if it is through chat for a little bit. I assure you, I'm still the old-fashioned skeleton you know me to be. No, Dahlia, no, Tony, no. I'll leave the RPGs to you if you really want to stream Final Fantasy so badly. So yeah. Mother's Day was good. Mama Bones was very happy to spend time with her boys. You know, me, Cake, older brother Bones, other older brother Bones, older half-brother Bones, I should say, Scully, and other older brother Bones, who's a very talented musician. He has guitar skills like I could only wish for. And one of my uncles came in who owns a bunch of guitars, talked about all the good stuff he's been working on. Maybe don't enter red plus zones. Stream sniping is common. Oh no. Even in this day and age? For an older... Wow. Noted. Very well noted. Thank you very much for the warning, Ace. I appreciate it. So yeah, no, Mother's Day was great. Mama Bones enjoyed every second of it. I'm pretty sure she misses us already. Because we just got so busy immediately. Like, Cake's working on a secret project I can't talk about, but it's really cool. I'm working on stuff I can't talk about. I will let you know of this, though. Olympia stuff has been very busy. I've had to schedule practices, work with people. I had 2 practices in a row. I had a practice at 8 p.m. where I had to run it, and then immediately had to go work for another team, because guess you what, boys? Olympia, yeah, I'll explain that real quick. For anybody who doesn't know, Olympia is a worldwide, quote-unquote, event online that takes place once a year, where VTubers from multiple factions duke it out for fun, for pleasure, and for absolutely just gloating rights. And your boy was part of it last year. This year, I'm currently a representative for Team FunnyBones. That is skeletons, clowns, and anything that is scary or eerie. Relatively speaking, yeah, Ace. So, I don't know much about the devil factions. I don't know if y'all got a secret coven somewhere, but the skeletons are pretty tight-knit. The clowns seem to be tight-knit. Yeah, there you are. I outlaw. Team FunnyBones mentioned, and here comes one of the competitors. How you doing, outlaw? Hope your day's going okay. Anyway, just to give you the skinny Ace, it is an open application sort of deal, where VTubers from all walks of life could sign up, become part of one faction, one of 5 this year, and oh, thank you very much, outlaw. Appreciate it. And it's just like 2 weeks of various games, and we all compete to see who can do the best in each. By the end of it, all the medals are tallied up, final score is given, and we have one faction that reigns supreme over the other ones that made it this year. Last year we had skeletons, clowns, counterculture, wildcards, which could be any kind of VTuber, and Westerners. Was there a 6th? Was there a 6th? Skeletons, clowns, counterculture, wildcard, Westerners. Oh goodness, was there a 6th? I feel like there was a 6th. I feel like there was a 6th, and I'm blanking on it, unfortunately. Oh, my mistake. It was the pirates / fish. I forget what I think they were just the pirates back then. But yeah. Now in the most recent iteration of Olympia, we have 5 defined factions that are multi-genre, which I'm part of. I'm the representative on Team FunnyBones, which is skeletons, clowns, an unlikely alliance, plus anybody who considers themselves relatively scary or eerie. Then we have Team Westerners, who are still just all cowboys. They are a strong team not to be trifled with. Fish and Ships, which is nautical / seafaring VTubers. You would definitely be in FunnyBones because you are a osteomancer. We've got several necro-related creatures already in FunnyBones. You definitely fit in right there. Assuming FunnyBones it should still be around. I think the skeletons and clowns have kind of become a match made in hell at this point. There was Wildcard, which takes anybody, and then Cyberspace Collective, which recently became Cyber and Space Collective. They were accepting spacefaring VTubers for like the last 2 weeks before the insane clown bone posse Exactamundo, my friend. It's so good. I love all those folks in FunnyBones. They're great. They're awesome. We're all either overworked people or people who simply seek whimsy in life, and not exclusively clowns or skeletons either. We are very much professional grade VTubers. Our background definitely speaks volumes. Am I missing anybody? It was Westerners, FunnyBones, Fish and Ships, Wildcard, and Cyberspace. Yeah, definitely that's all 5 of our sections. Unfortunately, applications did close as of May 1st, but keep your ears to the ground for next year. We host it every June or so. So whenever applications open, you're more than welcome to sign on up if anybody's ever interested. I can only imagine. It's just like all of a sudden a mirror appears in front of you when you least expect it. Anyway, where was I? Oh, yeah. What I was gonna tease about was, so, in the escapade of Ricky can't afford to do anything and people are too busy to help him, I have decided to make yet another lore radio play. The script is finalized, and it will be, if I can help it, split into 3 parts, released over several days. I don't know how long of a distance, but everything will be explained in regards to the new look in those 3 parts. I just need to decide if I need to contact somebody about making custom thumbnails or figuring out some way to kit bash a bunch of stuff. Yeah, unfortunately, I don't see any. There is none in the script, so I won't be needing your services. But I know you're on the short list, so don't worry. It's less because I don't need it and more because I know if I wait on anybody to give me voice lines, it might take forever. And I've only got until August, which doesn't seem that long, but I thought I had more time before Olympia, and now we're over 2 weeks away from it. Maybe 3 at best. And I have not done enough training whatsoever. I've hosted training, but damn, do I need more training. Whoa. Ice cream. Sunday. Thank you for the pics in my DMs. B. I don't judge. I don't judge. To each their own. However much your sweet tooth requires is however much your sweet tooth requires. Okay. Just had to double check some things. All good, all good. Alright. So yeah. There was also... If you need any moral support, hit me up. Oh man. That's pretty much every day of my life. But you know, I'm strong enough to stand on my own 2 feet. I mean your voice is perfectly fine, B. It's just a matter of whether or not you feel like acting. Acting does not come easily to anybody. Hi, okay, Queen. Welcome on in. Yeah, no. You have glowing reviews that you've told me before in the most cursed way. Bull hockey. Yes, thank you, B. Bull hockey, horseshit, absolute lies, slander against yourself. You have a perfectly fine voice, and legitimately, this is your own words being used against you, Tony. People have found your voice attractive. So, don't give me that shit. Don't give me that shit. Don't give me that shit. You have a perfectly fine voice. And it's received positive feedback before. So, take the compliment, damn it. Anyway. I have been working especially hard, though, and this kind of ties into why I wanted to talk to y'all and just, you know, vibe, check in on the community, have fun with y'all. It's because some community lost theirs. Some community lost a big time individual. That's gonna dour the mood if I mention it, but something big happened over the weekend, and it hit hard. It hit real hard. You missed something that wasn't all over VTube or Twitter, and I'm a little pissed that it wasn't, but it meant a lot to me because of who I am. So Dahlia, do you remember a long time ago when we were first designing Ricky? I showed you a bunch of images of some skeleton VTubers I knew about. Like, there was Skeletons, there was Clive, and then there was one called Konzetsu. Do you remember? He was the guy with a red jacket, beautiful pals, a crazy skull mask. Yeah. Yeah. God. Now I have to say it. As this cheery music is playing in the fucking background. Yeah. He's no longer with us. Konzetsu. Him and his sister are high-profile VTubers. Konzetsu is the brother of Silverveil. That's probably a name a lot more of you are familiar with. Yeah. And I knew about Kon. I was in a couple of his streams, like, just as a chatter. Man had a wonderful sense of humor. Infectious laughter. Was kind. His whole family was entertainers, and unfortunately, he succumbed to depression's worst traits. And, yeah. I don't want to get into the details, but that rocked my world because I saw another skeleton pass on. And, yeah. So I had to work through that and through all my Vylimpia bullshit this past weekend. And that sucked. That sucked a lot. But I had my cry. I had my due diligence. I paid my respects to the last post Konzetsu made on Twitter. And I made peace with what had happened a long time ago, so I'm doing much better, y'all. I'm doing fine, but I feel like I have to tell you that I was not okay recently. So that's just in the name of transparency. As am I. I found out about it. How did I find out about it? That's a great question. I feel like it may have been a repost somewhere. It may have been something that snuck up on me. I might have missed it, but I saw it at the worst possible time, which was 6 a.m. 5 a.m. I think, actually. And as I read through the sad, tragic post, the sun was coming up, so I obviously did not sleep well that night. So I've just been pouring a little bit of that sadness into determination, distilling it into determination. I'm trying to make Vylimpia the best it can be, and then I'm going to probably step away from that after we're done, said and done, so I can focus on my own shit. You know, focus on powering my own train. It's quite all right, Centrion. I didn't expect it to happen either. And I'm sorry if I brought down the mood a little bit, but it was weighing on my mind. It felt a little hollow playing NBA, you know, the run after all that was said and done. But we're here to talk about stuff, and that happened to be on my mind, yeah. Anyway, we should move on to something a little bit more upbeat now that we've had our small tribute to the skeleton, the myth, the legend, wherever he is. In regards to Vylimpia, my current day today, which the big reason why I've not been streaming as much is because we just got our player card templates in. I have to make the cards for everybody, and I think there was about 26 I need to make, and I've made 7 today, maybe less. So that's gonna be a bit. I have volunteered to work. I don't have to. I gotta remind myself I don't have to. I volunteered to work on a trailer for the upcoming year. That's coming along well. It's probably not gonna be very interesting, but I think given how everybody's busy, it's gonna be the best it can be in a short amount of time. However, I might talk to Girly Dies about having a second opinion on it. She might be a better editor than I. She might be able to handle it better. And I think aside from that, it's just a matter of working on making sure people show up for practices. Well, not making sure. We don't have to. They are not. They are optional practices. People don't have to show up for them. I mean, absolutely. Of course I would. Why wouldn't I support the homie who's trying this shit out for the first time? You're gonna get a repost from me. You're gonna get a support from me. But I ask you to make sure that you keep fighting to make it a reality. That is my only, what's the word I'm looking for? Stipulation. Fight to make it a reality, Tony. Don't just do it once and then do it once, maybe 3 times, and see if it's made for you. See if you're built for it. What do you mean you yap about the dead man a lot? Am I in your everyday conversation? Oh dearie dear. Skeletons in common conversation amongst the human world. That's totally not macabre. Anyway, I'm mostly joking. That's interesting, actually. I didn't know I warranted like everyday conversation. Am I that interesting? Am I interesting? Apparently I'm interesting. And I'm learning about this just now. I'm kidding. If I weren't interesting, not a lot of you would be here right now. Anyway. That's intriguing. I wonder what you'll talk about. Don't worry about it. You do? Okay, but to be fair, posture's looking great. Thank you, Eddie. Speaking of, I think I'm just gonna take a hydrate for the shits and giggles. Excuse me. Okay, 1 minute till the ad hell, folks. Stand by as we deal with 3 minutes of ads coming up in 60 seconds. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. We'll just chat about non-essential stuff if we can during the break. Thank you very much for staying on by, and maybe take this time to go stretch your legs, get some refreshment, and, you know, grab some snackaroonies. Grab some snoochie booties if you need to. Whatever your poison. Eddie! The hell? You subscribed to me? What a Chad. What an absolute Chad. VTuber to VTuber support. Thank you very much. God damn. That's a great way. Yeah, you know what? Fair enough. You get to avoid the ads and enjoy some sick skeleton emotes. I reject the ad realm. I reject the sorcerer. You're too kind. Thank you very much, Eddie. Thank you very much. Oh, man. Well, I guess... man, thank you very much. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. Well, I guess I'll talk a little bit about something that the VOD watchers will get to enjoy. Speaking of which, VOD watchers, thank you very much for making this far. There's a little bit left to go, as in an hour probably, so hang in there. Hang in there, you're almost caught up. I am... Oh, is that... Ooh, good grief. Clean and sun bleach an animal skull I found in the woods last week. Well, of all the people I expect to be able to do it safely, I am more than confident that you can safely, you know, sanitize a skull for display purposes. Interesting opportunity, though. Why do you get to do that? No, heck no. Why would I end after an hour? I only end after an hour if there's nothing to do. No, that's an interesting opportunity. How the hell did you get that? How did you get that kind of honor, quote unquote? It's an odd story I could bring up here, but I don't want to do that because that's another sad story. Okay, why? Buckshot Roulette? I'm sorry, friend. You're gonna have to talk to me sometime in July. I am up to my neck in rebrand and Vylimpia work. I am not available for shit. I wish I could be, but I've had to turn down Angel, I've had to turn down Michael, I've had to turn down Zane, probably at this point. I've had to turn down a lot of people who want to play stuff with me. Yeah, kinda. So, just to fill you in, Eddie, come sometime in August, hopefully, I will push it back if I'm not ready. Mr. Skeleman is going to be changing skin into a skin suit, rocking a different undead archetype, and moving to a new spot somewhere in the overworld. Reason being, I've slowly become very, very much held back by this lovely model that more or less is rickety boneless. It's a human model, it's a pre-made model, and I will still be a detective, correct, Centurion. Just of a different kind. Seeking out different quarry. That's the way I'll put it for now. But yeah, it's coming sometime in August. It's still relatively me. I've customized it as I see fit, but as much as I love being a dapper skeleton, and I love being a dapper skeleton, it does not love me all that much. I think it's charming. Some people think might think it's monstrous. And when I've played with the new model for testing purposes, it has made me like 100 times more expressive. And that told me tomes about the limitations of being a skeleton VTuber. So, B explains, a friend of mine got me into it. They do taxidermy and bone cleaning for decorations as a hobby. And they gave me the rundown on what I need to do for it. Told me what I can and can't take to comply with state regulations, and are willing to help me if need be. That sounds like an interesting summer job. That sounds like a very interesting summer job. Good grief. Well, you are a macabre aficionado, so I applaud thee for leaning into your passion so wonderfully. Golf clap for that. Golf clap for that. That's for sure. That's for dang sure. Anyway, where was I? Oh yeah. You know what? Sure, a clean looking skull is a art piece. A grungy looking skull that you find in the dirt is a tragedy. So I wouldn't mind viewing an art piece, sure. When it's nice and clean. Don't ask me how I know about the whole skull and dirt thing. Anyway, so the rebrand stuff has me blocked and quartered. I still have to work on recording the radio play, and that's like, I want to call it like 4 pages worth of dialogue on a script, on like a movie script page. I have to work on a sketch to send to a commissioned artist so I can finally get a new streaming room. It's going to be an in-between kind of deal. And I don't know what I'm going to do for the overlay. I may have to do more pixel art. Not gonna lie. And I'm okay with that. Let's get a food. What did I miss? We talked about some Downcast stuff. Nothing to worry about. If you missed it, don't worry. Yeah, don't worry about it. I know, Dahlia. I know you're available, but guess what? Jesters and your own shit come first. I have realized this at this point. Jesters, and your own shit come first. In that order. Sorry. What's B talking about? B has found a opportunity to work with skulls. A friend of hers is a taxidermist, and they're basically hunting down skulls, and B gets to work within regulation to retrieve and clean animal skulls from the local forest. Moderately interested in jesters. How many hours, pray tell, blink blink blink, did you spend working on your blink 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 Kefka drawing that's not done yet? And did you or not complain to me about how your shoulder was hurting from drawing the jester so much? Sorry. Skulls and jesters, not mutually exclusive if you're talking about VTubers. Welcome back, K-Queen. Yeah, we're just talking about odd jobs and Dahlia's wonderful obsessions. Okay, fair enough. No, but yeah, I know you're available. You did great with your own overlay based on my template. So kudos to that. You've definitely proven you've got the gumption. You've got the eye for it. Within guidelines. Maybe I will. I could use all the help I can get. What am I saying? If you are free, Tony, if you are not buried under work, I will keep you in mind should I not be able to do my own assets. For sure, though, I may... I know, after next week, I know. I will see what I can do in due time. But I need to work on a sketch for the commission artist I have in mind to make a streamer room, I think I'm going with, because making just a background for a starting soon screens feels like a waste of money. I would rather something that's functionally ready and that's charming every time we go live. The starting soon screen, however, I feel like with enough time and enough chipping away at a marble block with a chisel, I could actually make a charming pixel art starting soon screen. I've done it before, with low quality, admittedly, but I feel like I could give it another shot in my own time and actually have something that looks decent. Maybe not like Urban Myth Solution Center kind of decent. I would love something that looks soft lighting in an evening time setting, but I don't know if I have that kind of skill. We'll see. We will see. But for right now, it is all about Vylimpia, man. It is all about Vylimpia. Hell, I haven't even had time to play Dissidia Duellum, my newest obsession. Instead, my only gacha at this moment is Uma Musume because I have not had a single S rank horse, and I'm going into a fight against double S and UG, which is one of the highest grades out there, because I'm going up against Duke of all people in the sprinter races. I'm gonna be lucky to get second place, I'm not gonna lie. I got some powerful Hanses, but they ain't that good. At least they're all A+. At least. Man. Yeah, so I got a lot on my plate, folks, but mark my words. I want to at least see one stream of Malviolence again this week, because I do have a promise to fulfill regarding that. I want to try and get all the Violence series done before we hit summer. Hopefully I get to do that before Vylimpia starts up. And then I also want to play Pokemon Leaf Green again, because I feel like that's a good, relaxing game. I just get to yap while we crush everybody in our path with nothing but Ivysaur. Yeah, you heard me right, Ivysaur. He evolved. He evolved. Yippee! More puzzle game. Oh yeah. I think I told y'all, right? Like how the dev contacted me because I played UMDC with the offer. I did send the email back and say, so we had a lot of fun. Where is it? Motto and me, thank you. I told Motto that, well, me and my viewers are hooked. One of them even played alongside me, and Motto was simply overjoyed. Amazing to hear, thank you. I'm glad you had so fun with Malviolence and all the puzzles. So, I'm definitely going to pursue that series as much as I can. Oh, speaking of Malviolence, guess who freaking one-shotted in one day? Do you remember our dear, wonderful friend, the Puzzle Clown? Forest of Fish? Yeah, Forest streamed it one time and one-shot it. On hard difficulty. Sasuga, Puzzle Clown. Sasuga. You never cease to amaze me, Forest. Puzzles are great. It really does. I've never been to an escape room, but I have located one recently. I've never been to an escape room, but if it's going to be anything like that, I am kind of excited to see what it's like. It's so good. It's cheeky. It's very cheeky about it. Well, if you do, Dahlia... Okay, let me tell you something that I had to experience firsthand to understand that it's not always a good idea. Let me tell you something. It's not about input lag. No. Tony, I want to ask you, how good is your attention span when it comes to replaying games? Like, think about it. Is it really all that exciting to go through a game for the 5th time, as opposed to going through it with wonder and awe and mystery the first time? There are only a few games that I have replayed in my streaming career. And I tried replaying Warhammer 40k Space Marine, and I was immediately bored. Like, I was having fun-ish, but I was bored because I had seen everything. Maybe that was just the game, because I am playing Pokemon Leaf Green, but that was a long-ass time ago when I played it. I intend on replaying Mario & Luigi Superstar Saga, but that game is not fresh in my mind. And I feel like you played Hollow Knight fairly recently. So, always ask yourself, before you revisit a game, am I going to have fun re-experiencing it? Or is this just going to be me going back for nostalgia reasons? Yeah. Silk Song. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Well, yeah. I guess that's one more thing I should warn you about. Skill-based games. They rob you of your ability to speak. Have you noticed how little I don't pay attention? Have you noticed how much I pay attention to what's going on in Dark Souls? I never yap about anything else. I'm always like, whoa, hey, and a 1 and a 2, and we need to take a sip of Sunny D. Like, those games steal your attention. You can't focus on chat. You can't focus on anything except the game. So, your ability to speak is stolen. It's a curse of the streamer. You do well off camera because you don't have an audience to entertain. Exactly, yeah. Being a good host and being a good gamer are not easy to do, at the same time. So, all in all though, you're starting streaming. What am I saying? I think this is the point where you can start feeling out exactly what your limits are. So you should do whatever you feel like. Is that a challenge? Take it as one if you like. Some people are better at it than others. Like, what is it? Northern Lion? If you watch one of his videos, the man works a mile a minute, but he can still talk about anything he pleases. So, there are some people who are just wired better for it. Limits, audience, etc. I started like 3 months ago. Wait, you started 3 months ago? God damn, Eddie, you make this shit look easy. You're already rolling out the gate with all sorts of personality I've seen in your clips. So, kudos to you. You're doing great. What's your request, B? Okay. Then you're perfectly fine to just start rolling. Play whatever you like. Don't worry about me being a naysayer and a nagging Nancy. I just know myself very well and my limitations, and I worry that other people may have the same ones. Alright. Okay. You do you, Dahlia. By all means. You do you. People, if you build it, they will come, and I'm sure people are going to enjoy your company as much as I do. Can we do just yapping streams more often? It's nice to sit and just chat. It is, isn't it? Yeah. I know. It is nice to just chat with the interesting individual that you watch play games all the time, isn't it? I should. I don't know if I can manage more per month. I want to do at least one a month, honestly. Yeah, I know. I got the voice for radio. Legitimately, yeah, exactly, Eddie, exactly. And you're quite welcome. It's not a flex, no. It's not a flex, honestly. We need more people in the world who have their shit together. We really need more people in the world that have their shit together. Yeah. I mean, okay, look, Tony, let me be honest with you. Let me be brutally honest with you. I don't find myself interesting whatsoever. I don't think my voice sounds interesting. I don't think I look interesting. I don't think my background is interesting. I think I'm the most boring person in the room, which is why I hide behind games 80% of the time. Everybody else says contrary. Yeah, so here is the mirror. Here's the looking glass broken for you. You aren't interesting to yourself because you've known yourself for the longest. But in reality, this world is built on, that's an interesting stranger over there. I wonder what their story is. And so the mystery is what makes you interesting. The fact that people don't understand what you are makes you interesting. See, yeah, exactly. See, Centurion has complimented me in the past about my voice, about my quirks, but I don't see it. So it's just blinders that we wear as racehorses. So give yourself more credit. People don't know you yet. Let them understand you, and let them understand why they like hanging around you. Trust me. Speaking of interesting people, Cake is just singing as he's walking to his room. I mean, I found your channel when you were doing LA Noire and did the best run of that game I've seen in years. Yeah, I enjoy that game way too much. Oh god, I did put myself to sleep listening to my voice, didn't I? Yeah, I do got a good voice for radio. And I will say, I think I'm gonna warn y'all, the biggest change that you're gonna have to deal with is my rich tone coming through a normal face, because even I'm getting weirded out looking at an average human sounding like this, and it kind of goes from it sounding monstrous to just sounding cool, and I kind of get it now. I kind of get it. Oh yeah, you had to have met me through Bori. That is the first place I knew you from, was Bori's chat. Senegal, for anybody who don't know. But yeah, it is weird looking at the test streams. It is weird looking at the test streams every now and again, just hearing my voice come through a normal human being. Well, normal, relatively speaking. There's some interesting quirks about this new look that you're gonna find intriguing. You're gonna find very intriguing. Anyway. Is there anything else I needed to discuss? Nope. I am looking through my topic deck. Okay. Looks like no. Which means the floor is ours. And the floor is mine to splat my brains on whatever comes to mind. Does this mean we lose the music note eyes? Technically, no. Remember, I am handing off my skull to you, the detectives. Therefore, the music notes are yours. Y'all are my little musical skull helpers. Ain't that pretty? So yeah, don't worry. I'm losing them, regrettably. But I am gaining a couple of other cool things to make up for it. Trust me. You're gonna like it. It's very much up my alley. Very much in theme with what I enjoy. We get to have the scars you gave yourself in an attempt to stand out. Yeah. The sketch already looks great from Tony. So I'm looking forward to a fleshed out version of it whenever Tony's not under immense weight. One of Tony's IRL friends gave me so much shit recently. She had her camera on it, and he went, "So, you want to share any of your special interests, like that jester on your shelf?" Tony says, "Which one?" And the friend just says, "Exactly." Yeah, no, he ain't wrong. He ain't wrong. It's its own fandom, homie. It's a cool fandom. It's fun. It's clown adjacent, and I understand some people love clowns, so live your best. Live your best life. Enjoy what you enjoy. We just love ribbing you for it because it tends to be a lot of what you talk about. Anyway, it is what it is. Look, there are several fandoms I enjoy, and nobody makes fun of them for me, when I think about it. What is the difference between a clown and a jester? Well, a clown tries to make people laugh at every chance they get, and a jester is somebody who entertains and dresses to make a firm impression in your mind of them. Court jesters and clowns aren't very much different, but they are different aesthetically, I would reckon. I'm not the matter expert on this though. That'd be more Tony's, or hell, maybe even Billy knows more about clowns than I do. I sure as shit don't know enough. Jesters are superior. I don't know. Which, speaking of, I didn't know that Billy's whole shtick was a ringmaster. That was it. That's his entire motif. Wow. I should have seen it. And I didn't. Just a trash clown ringmaster. I can be blind sometimes when it comes to character design. Even though I helped design this one. I had a huge hand in designing my own outfit. Tony just kind of brought it to life. Painstakingly so. We had to go back and forth on how suits work, and even then this is still missing a couple of details. See, not enough people know that you say beloved jokingly, and they really think you have a thing. How did you not know that was his thing? I mean, you look at a bearded clown for the longest time, and unfortunately, the only thing you see is his beard. And then the rest is just like, yo, that's some cool drip you got on there. So yeah, I did not put two and two together that it was a ringmaster outfit. Weirdly enough. I don't know what it is with you and crazy blondes. At this point, you may as well just keep a vat of peroxide near you so you can dunk it on your whoever man finds you fondest. Then he'll be the perfect man, obviously. Anyway, let me see. What else do I want to talk about Marvel Rivals? No, but they did add a really cool dinosaur that was crazy to see. Devil dinosaur. I don't know what the hell to think about it. What was it? There was a bunch of shit I saw trailers for. Let me look through my... I feel like I saw a lot of cool stuff in my feed, and I don't know... I mean, Evantris has been my newest obsession. That was fun. I forget. There's the run. Oh man, yeah, we all saw how the run went. That was fun. That went well. No, there's not much in my feed that I've been looking at. But I will say I did finish. What was it? I did catch up on Afurieta, that isekai anime I was watching. It's gotten garbage. I have low faith for the season finale. I have low faith for the final season, if there is a final season. The animation went down the shitter. And I did finish, sadly, Sherlock Hound. The old ass 80s series. That was so good. So good. The dub is hit or miss. But the animation, man. I love Miyazaki's work. Hayao Miyazaki. And regular Miyazaki from Dark Souls. They're both amazing individuals. Let's see. Was there anything I'm missing in my brain here? Nope. Nope. Oh, that is one thing. Nah, not worth mentioning. Anyway. Oh yeah, that's right. I did want to double check something. Summer Games Fest is coming up. When exactly? June 5th? Aw, man! The Olympia's gonna be going that day! We're gonna be fighting against Summer's Games Fest? Ah, hell. Well, it should start late enough. But let me see when it starts. I'm curious. Cause I feel like one of the things I don't do enough is like cool event watch-alongs. And I kind of want to be popcorn in hand watching this. So, okay. EDT Summer Games Fest live. Ooh, 5 p.m. Ouch. Well, shit. Yeah, me too. I actually had to switch to sea salt popcorn because of GERD. Honestly, that shit slaps better than regular popcorn. It's good. It's really good. PC Gaming Show is June 7th. Yeah, no. I think it might overlap with Olympia. Let me see. Let me check my calendar real quick. And, you know, I envy those streamers. I think it's more of a Twitch thing. It's more of a Twitch thing. When? I forgot that's what when means. Thoughts on caramel corn? Also good, actually. Caramel corn, buttered corn, candied corn. Popcorn can be so many different ways. I went to a popcorn bar once on a vacation, and there was like 20, maybe 25 different flavors of popcorn, and my lame ass only got sea salt popcorn. Absolutely missed opportunity. I think there was even like M&M corn there too, with different colors. A popcorn bar. It was a full service, full of popcorn dispensary. That was just popcorn of various flavors. It was like a candy store, but completely all about the maize. Yeah, exactly. All about the elotes. Okay, what was it? That's right. I was looking up Olympia, and I was saying like I envy full-time Twitch stream. Partner, did you say you're from Texas? Howdy. Howdy, neighbor. Howdy, neighbor. This state is too fucking big. Why do we have so many VTubers here? You're like the 6th one I know from around these parts. Oh my god. Alright. Alright, I'll be transparent about it, y'all. The popcorn bar I visited was on a trip to DFW. It was in the neighboring city, McKinney. So, we might be talking about the same popcorn bar. Oh, shit. The fuck is DFW? It's a Texas abbreviation for Dallas and Fort Worth. Two buffering cities that are ridiculously close together. Well, shit. That right there is my hometown, Eddie. Jesus Christ. God. Alright. Alright, partner. Alright. It seems fate was meant to bring us together, huh, Eddie? It's a small goddamn world. Ah, shit. Now I gotta go lurk in one of your streams. I gotta see how you operate. Only 3 months. Seemed like you'd be from San Antonio, Rick. What the hell does that mean? I mean, yeah, I grew up in San Antone. Of course I know it. Goddamn Spurs fan since I was in little booties, I guess. In a manner of speaking. Welcome back, Aiden. Hope your dinner was lovely. We're just having a realization about me and Eddie. Did not mean to live out the why. No worries, no worries. Good golly, Miss Molly. Okay, well, hell, Eddie. Seems you and I got a lot in common. Very funny indeed. Didn't even know there was a fucking popcorn bar in San Antone. I'll have to do some research on Google later. Popcorn Piccadilly. All right. Now I'm curious. Que paso? Where is it? And how have I not? Oh, that explains why. That's on the Outer Rim. That explains why I've never heard about it. It's out by Shirts. Yeah. I grew up in the metro area. So that explains why I've never heard about it. I've never... Yeah, I grew up in the metro area. Doesn't it? It's very formal like. Nah. I got family out in LA, but I am a purebred Tejano. I can do a great LA accent, don't get me wrong. But I can sound like Cheech Marin all day. Cause the game LA Noire is based around. Okay. I jumped to conclusions there. Zing. Old school Stroganoff when it was first made. Ooh, that does sound good. Well, it's so big yet still too small. Good grief. Yeah. It is, and I wish it had a proper ending. Phooey. Well, this has been quite the night so far. Now where was I? I was... Okay. Yeah, it would be nice. Like, especially growing up in an area where I hear people greeting others in very specific ways like Sky does. Ricky just rolls off the tongue better doing that. Hey, Ricky! Yeah. It's fun. It's funner. It's more fun to say Ricky. And fun is what we're all here about. Okay. So, Summer Game Fest live. 4 p.m. Central. Okay, you know what? That's 4 hours before the opening ceremony of Olympia. I might be able to actually watch that. I don't know about hosting a watch-along, but... See, you got a fun vibe, a fun personality, and a fun name. Well, 3 in a row, go for 1 more. Connect 4, baby. I'm glad I do. I always wonder about that. Okay. Okay. Well, excuse me, my voice is dying apparently. Summer Games Fest actually might be doable. I did not expect that. I will heavily consider that because that sounds like a fun time. Maybe just in the Discord though. I don't know about hosting a stream for it. I could see a Discord event for that. I just don't know if I'm going to have like something coming down on me like a hammer. Like we're doing last minute shit by the time Olympia rolls around. Hopefully we'll have everything taken care of. Well, yeah, because like if we do like a live stream, I have to worry about balancing everybody and making sure that the audio isn't being captured, and I can do that. Well, he lives! He lives again! Somehow the dead man's alive again. We're back, folks. We're back. I have no idea what happened, but we lost connection and came right back. Refresh if you're on Twitch. Refresh if you're on YouTube. It should have auto-caught you up, but just in case. Just in case. Hit that stop button and hit it again. And you should be back on track. Sorry about that, folks. I don't know what happened to the connection there. But we was talking about a Discord-only event. I don't know. Mayhaps. Maybe we'll host it in the Hotel Calaveras Discord server. Maybe we'll host it on stream. I can ask around for sure. Because I do love those old watch-alongs. Like, God, I miss the days when E3 was the go-to thing every time. Like, I can remember so many voice calls in Mumble. Anybody who remembers that is as old as I am. And we would just sit there trashing the announcers, looking at the games that we couldn't afford. Did someone try to pull you into Sword Art Online? No. Nah, you're good, B. I am old. I am aged, like fine wine. Not old. Surprisingly, no. I did try Sword Art Online as a anime, and I was immediately bored. Fortunately, I must take my lean live. Goodbye and have fun, y'all. Thank you, Ryan. Thank you very much for sticking around as long as you could. Appreciate it. You have yourself a lovely night. Yeah. I watched the first 2 episodes of it and was like, oh, they don't know this. They don't know the material, do they, to do it justice? No, they don't. It's just a fantasy anime that's supposed to sound like an MMORPG. And I've played Warcraft before, a long ass time ago. Michael wants me to get back into it and play with him, but it's not gonna happen. And I've played Final Fantasy XIV, so I know a fair bit about MMOs, and they did not. They were way off the mark. It is good? Maybe I'll try it again someday. If I've got like nothing else to watch, which right now is technically not true. I like to watch anime that I can easily watch while I'm having a meal. And that's not a lot of anime, even though I did just watch a Furieta. Anyway, I am watching Welcome to Demon High School Iruma-kun. Iruma-kun, Welcome to Demon High School, I think it's called. I got into playing hardcore classic WoW again. Having a lot of fun with it. I see a lot of people getting into hardcore WoW sessions. Alright. So, is the appeal the life and death situation of having to get into fights you can win? Or is it just like being laser focused on grinding exactly what you need? Because whenever I think about doing hardcore stuff, I get all nervous, man, thinking about my one-shot character that I've put weeks and weeks into. How they could just get murked by murlocs in a second. I don't know. I guess it's the same appeal as extraction shooters, huh? Like, it's just... Yeah, you get hard and throat moments a lot, but it makes you pay attention and care. Yeah, World of Warcraft. Yeah, the Murloc with a C instead of a K. Yeah, those guys. Shangri-La Frontier Season 3. Shangri-La Frontier. That's something I feel like I've heard of. Oh yeah, Hearthstone is another one I need to watch. I need to play more of. I wish I had a lot more time for nerdy shit. Like, I want to play more Magic the Gathering. I want to play more Hearthstone. I kind of want to get into WoW, but I know I don't have the time. Like, just like Diablo, just like Path of Exile, they're great, beautiful RPGs. Hell, even I started Final Fantasy on a whim recently and was immediately like, I like this. I like when number go up. My party is strong. I need to stop. So, the urge is there. I am an RPG gamer. Let it be said. I am an RPG gamer. I min-max the shit out of shit. I love the grind. Shoot your question, B, by all means. But I just don't have time for them. Have I played The Witcher 3? That's another great series I missed out on. I have not played it. I do own the original Witcher, but that's a very scrubby kind of action RPG, so I have not really given it much time. It does sound good. The Witcher 3 is good. Hard to stream if you don't have a sensor, which I do. Shangri-La Frontier is an MMO anime show, but every boss do have big meanings and bigger picture that no one knows. Ooh. An MMO with an overarching plot. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, that's basically what Dark Souls is, isn't it? It's an action RPG. In reality. Like, everybody thinks about it as the dodge roll game about avoiding big bosses, but in reality, it is an RPG. We still grind. I do it off stream. We still have fun fighting through numerous adventures, dealing with bigger bosses, outlasting certain ones, immensely damaging others. You know, it's just not turn-based. Okay, so you're planning a D&D one-shot, and it's obviously going to take a while to plan and make. Right. That's another thing I'm great at. I'm great at D&D. I love D&D. I think I've earned several rings around my eyes thanks to nights pouring through the Player's Handbook, DM's Guide, and Monster Manual. If I get more time and willing... Are you asking me to be a player? Because the answer would be... Ooh, voice acting an NPC. No. If you... Okay, first off, you are more than welcome to ask me for voice lines. For free, because we're friends. I love voice... That was the best part about being a DM, was voicing NPCs. As for being a player, that's more based on how available I am, obviously. And if it's a one-shot, I mean, I could probably make time for it. Yeah, if you need like one-shot voices, you can send me a... I see. Yeah. So, no, yeah, you're more... If you can come up with a Google Doc, your character description, voice direction, and the lines, of course I can do it. That was my favorite part about being a DM, was coming up with the most strange and strangulated voices possible, master. It's the best part about being a DM. The RP romance, not so much. I'm not comfortable with the RP romance, but I have done it several times. Understood, B. Just worry about making it a reality first. Then, if you need NPC voice lines, I mean, my microphone is always set up for voice acting. That's how my visual novel streams usually go, so I am A-okay. Stewie Griffin with cancer? Oh, God. Damn, that one hit it right on the nail. Yeah, that did sound like Stewie Griffin. Poor Stewie Griffin dying. Oh my God, that's dark, but I love it. I have PK'd my party last session. They did not do the fight mechanics well. Ooh. Yikes. Yeah, it is dangerous. It is dangerous running those sessions as well. I think My big mistake with running sessions, I've said this before, but my big mistake was putting in too many encounters. I needed to really space them out. Like, I tried to do a one-shot once, and it dragged on too long. Because I put in maybe too many counters. I need to be a trap heavy kind of DM next time I try. If there is ever a next time I try. Because I do love building worlds. I think I told you. I had to have told y'all at least once. I made my own music. That was one of the big reasons I started posting to VTube, is because I needed somewhere for my D&D music to go. And it's still up. It's one of my oldest music videos. Was the town of Gahur and the Undead Crypt. I was very much a fledgling musician at that point. I had no idea what I was doing. But I tried to run my party through an undead mire. It was a town under attack. They had to run to the city. They had to investigate the crypt where the undead were emanating from. And the bigger picture story around it was that the undead weren't crazed zombies. They were actually living dead people that had come back and were running rampant because they were getting driven out of their minds from the necromancy emanating from the crypt. And the real big bad was the lich that was slowly coming back to life, and the heroes had to figure out how to get to the bottom of it and defeat the lich. But unfortunately, they got stalled in the chapel. So I never got to see the end of that one. Any tips on where to go for music, for soft background music while players in the area? I can tell you one good resource. Pillars of Eternity and Pillars of Eternity 2 Deadfire have really great D&D-esque soundtrack, used by Matthew Mercer himself. And that's a good spot. You could also look up WoW soundtracks. Sirenscape is a paid resource, but I know it's highly recommended. That's SYRENSCAPE, I think. And the old D&D soundtracks by... what are their names? Ah, shit, I'm subscribed to them. Hey, work with what you know, B. When you have a vision, it should be something you know. Like, if it's a zombie apocalypse, cool. All the power to you. Okay, what is their name? They're a very cool horror type band. That's a duo. And they've been making atmospheric music for as long as I've been alive, probably. Okay, let me see. I have a campaign I've been wanting to do, is bring the entire universe of Dark Crystal to D&D. Oh, Darkest Dungeon is also a great choice, yes. Okay. Should I look through my subscription list? Nafumene. Where are you? Where are you? Was it M? Midnight Syndicate! That's it! Midnight Syndicate have been making atmospheric music since forever. And they're the ones who created one of the old D&D isometric RPGs' stellar soundtracks. And they currently make atmospheric tracks for haunted rides, houses, and goth events. They might be a great resource, but I have not looked into them enough. Yeah, they got some good stuff, I'm sure. Anyway, I will put that down on my calendar, actually, regarding Summer Games Fest. So, it is SGF. I'll just put the whole thing. Games Fest. It's going to be at 4 p.m. Central. Callie's probably going to do a watch along of that too, but I mean, if I can rope in some of my friends to do it with me, I am a-okay skipping out on her. My first one-shot I co-ran in Candle Keep, I ruined it so badly. Yeah, it's your first one-shot for a reason, right? I took a class in high school on how to make music using like a digital sound space and pre-recorded instruments. Digital sound space and pre-recorded instruments, huh? Yeah, basically. I mean, that's what I do basically, is I use patches. Sometimes I use already recorded rhythms, loops, etc. So it's not difficult to make atmospheric music, especially because like you just have to pick a key and then stick with it and feel out where you want the song to go. For me, I mean, there's a lot of good applications out there. There's FL Studio, which a lot of people are familiar with. I personally use Ableton Live, which is more of a beat making software, if I'm being honest, but I got into it because of Simon Viklund, who did Payday 2. And then everybody else just uses GarageBand if they have a Mac. I think there's one more big one. What is it? Is it PreSonus? No. I forget what the other one is. But like FL Studio and Ableton are some of the two big ones. Reaper is also good, but it's only good for like live music production and mixing, which is what I use it for. Is there anything else I wanted to talk about? I guess we are at 9 p.m. Man, it didn't feel like 2 hours went by, huh? Which is nice. It means I do know how to do yapping. Have I done voice work before? Actually, yes. Technically. It's not a professional gig, but like I've told y'all before, I work well with my brother, and my brother works well with me. And so he's had me do voice acting for him several times before. The two roles I have done that y'all can go listen to right now are for his Red vs. Blue homage animation, where I actually voiced Sarge. I don't know how, but both of him and I managed to get my voice to match Sarge's almost to a T. And the other one, what's the vid called? That's a great question. Let me go look it up real quick. It is... I think it's something like Noobs War. Let me see. Attack of the Noobs, RVB fan animation. That's it right there. I'm at the very end of it, and the rest of it is Cake and some of his other friends. And then in a slightly more prominent role, I was Uncle Tom in Beyond the Veil. I was only speaking through a phone speaker, but oh god, that voice was so terrifying to do. That character was so terrifying to do, because I also did the monster voices, I think, unless Cake did himself. And Uncle Tom is not Uncle Tom. That Cake. Yes, that Cake. Okay, you didn't put... Yeah, that Cake. Yeah, I told y'all. He's better well known than I am. See? Yeah, no, Cake Station. I should have said his full legal name. Cake Station is my brother, yeah. And I worked with him several times on several things. I did the music for Beyond the Veil. I voice acted Uncle Tom, who was in fact a demon. And that was a terrifying role to play because I had to get really screwed up with my voice and my personality. Like, I don't want to inhabit that character again, thinking about all the monstrous things I had to think about trying to get into character. Like, I had to think hungry or just demonic, pure evil. And that was really fun, but also really challenging to do. Cake's currently on a unexpected creative hiatus at the moment, and it's because he's found himself doing a bunch of other stuff that's a lot more profitable. But rest assured, him and his good folks at Sixbird, which Tony is a part of, are working on good stuff. I've seen it. I'm excited for it, and I'm excited. I hope y'all give us an example right now. I mean, for the monstrous stuff. For the monstrous stuff. It was... What is it? Okay. In the short film, I play into a sense of safety and then immediately go berserk. And I'm not going to do that because that terrifies even me. But, like, I don't know. You're better off just watching the video, because I don't know if I can recreate any of that without blowing out the microphone. If I'm being real. Look, it was like... I basically lost it. It's like... Yeah, no. Okay. Long story short, I'm exaggerating here. But I basically went from, this is Uncle Tom, I'm luring you in with a sense of safety, and then I'm gonna gobble you up and eat your bones and tear out your eyes. See, like that. Terrifying shit. Terrifying shit. See? It makes everybody uncomfortable. It's horrible. It's a horrible character to inhabit. Which is why I don't like doing it. But I'm capable of a lot as an actor. I'm capable of quite a bit. And that kind of darkness is terrifying to tap into. But it's so good for horror-related content. It's so good for horror-related content. And it's kind of why I want to run it. Like, a part of me enjoys that kind of stuff. In, like, What is it? Hunter the Vigil? Yeah, Hunter the Vigil, where you're dealing with cryptids and vampires, and they're all, like, full-on gritty vampires and beasts that want to kill the humans of the world. It's so bad. But it's such an interesting world, and interesting jitters to get. Anyway, but that's all acting. That's all acting. It's a terrifying skill to be able to flip on the creepy. But I use it sparingly because I wig myself out sometimes. It's so bad. But I can do some creature voices as well. Like this. And some other things. But that was all coming from experimentation as a kid and as an adult. So yeah, I've delved into the world of voice acting. Tony knows firsthand how creepy I can get with Dr. Iwamine. I love that bird. And so I guess you got my qualifications now, B. You got my qualifications now. Like, hell, I could even voice a dragon with, "Who dares disturb me?" There are ways I can twist my voice into several different angles. A concerning amount sometimes. But man, I wish I had more opportunities to use it. At some points, I want to push out a voice acting reel for VGen and see who bites. But I need to draw up a contract of some kind. As long as it doesn't kill your throat. Not terribly. Like, the inward breathing speaking, that's what this voice is. It is breathing in, constricting throat, and then rolling it on the throat. Rolling your voice on the throat. I know how to take care of my voice while doing so. I know where my limit is in regards to that voice. So don't worry. My voice has already been through worse. The one thing I do when I learn how to do voices is how to do them properly and where they don't hurt. Which is why my voice is going now, clearly. Nah. I had a character for a campaign that was fun, but they died before they can even hit level 2, yeah. What is the deepest you can go? Not very. Let's see. It kind of gets gravelly down there. And then the lower I go, the more it becomes less and less intelligible. That's about as low as I can go, I think. And I use it for voicing big characters, like I had a dragonborn that sounded like this. That was a while ago, though. That was a long while ago. It was interesting. Playing a lizard folk who had a Spanish accent was fun. It was very, very homey for me. I'll take another sip just for you, B. But yeah, it depends. It depends. Like, if the character needs to sound like this, like a giant, then I can go pretty deep. But other than that, I just sound comical trying to go deep. I'm better at mid-range or like gruff like that. What is... Oh my god, they made an Olive Garden. Holy shit. Wow. Okay. I will look at that later. Okay. Sorry, VLimpia stuff. But yeah, my voice cannot go that deep, and it cannot go that high. I'm a painful tenor. I'm painfully a tenor. And it shows anytime I try to sing too high or too low. Like, my voice starts dying if I try to do anything from Journey. That is why you never hear me do much rock songs, is because it's all just gravelly alto stuff. You wouldn't think it. You wouldn't think it, but altos fare better in rock music. So Cake can do rock music better than I can. And it sucks. But hey, I have Trivium, so I got somebody in my corner. Anyway. I think, unfortunately, I should probably cut it off here. I'm having a wonderful time talking. We should do this more often. I don't know about... Probably not once a week. If I can manage it, at least once a month, if not once every 3 weeks or so. Ooh. Okay, 2 interesting D&D related stuff. First... Oh, hi, Agroed. We're just chatting. Just feel like we're wrapping up, but I'm not sure. There are more tangents to be had here. How would you feel about voicing a survivor kobold who is hiding a bite from an infected while speaking with the party? In theory, of course. Let's see. A kobold yaps. Sounds like a dog.
Yeah. Oh, hi. Nice to see you. I'm not bitten. No, not bitten at all. No.
How's that sound for a kobold? Yeah. Thank you. My character was an Erkokra barbarian who was going to multiclass into monk. I had him themed after the bronze birds for the 12 Trials of Hercules. Nice. Yeah. Yeah, we're going good. Agroed, thanks for stopping by. Appreciate you. How you doing this fine evening? We've been talking for about 2 hours. I'm thinking maybe it's time to wrap up, but I don't know. we've had a discussion about a lot of good stuff. Hey, I love doing voices, man. I love doing voices, and voicing characters in D&D is the bee's knees, if you'll pardon the pun, B. So, sure, why not? I could take a fun little side challenge. And I know it's going to be far off when you figure this stuff out, so I don't mind saying yes right now. As long as you don't mind that it's just going to be coming through my usual stream setup. This should be good enough for a D&D session, I think, yeah? Doing well. Got back in town a few days ago, so I've been catching up on sleep. Amen to that. Practically 4 a.m. where I live, and I salute you for it, Centurion. Good grief. You're crazy to be up this late, but I'm sure you got your reasons. Yeah, go right ahead, Centurion. Thank you very much for stopping by. If you need to sleep, sleep. It is not for the weak, and if you have to stay up, then I salute you. If you don't, good night. Rest well, and take it easy. It has been one hell of a weekend for me. The week yet to come, hopefully we'll have more streams. Excuse me. I'm thinking at least one of them will be Malviolence, for sure. And one of them may be Pokemon. But don't count on either of them, because I don't know how much time I'm going to have this week. I got to get those player cards out ASAP. I got to get the video out, the video ready as soon as possible. Maybe check in with somebody else on that. But you know, if it didn't go so great... Oh, against some... Ah. Oof, that is rough. Yeah, no. I guess I should have added that as my extra tip. Make sure it fits, because old outfits never fit when it comes to tailored wear. Well, good for you, B. Yeah. I guess I'm gonna have to call it here, folks, because I do got a lot to do. I got one more meal to have, and then the rest of the night is gonna be spent on editing and graphic design. So let me go see who I can throw y'all at for a raid, because we are ending at a relatively okay time. Let's see. Wolfie's been up. Wolfie and Fenrir have been up for 3 hours. You've been up for 1. Ooh, Honkai Star Rail by Sen. Interesting. Backups doing Mario 64. I'm sorry. Did you give me a sub and then go start your own stream? No. We are appreciating you even though we got no money. Folks, on the Twitch side of things, we're gonna go say hello to Eddie. We're gonna go say hello to Eddie, who just started streaming and is gonna be doing some fighting games, as well as Ease Laugh Plus Plus. I don't know what that is, but I'm sure y'all are gonna have a good time. And they're doing Scrandle right now. Ooh, okay. All right. Well, folks, thank you very much for sticking around and listening to me yap. I hope y'all had a fun time. We will try to do this as much as we can in between all the games that we have to deal with. God damn it, Doug! Thank you, and you sniped Mewtuna. Holy shit. Congrats, Mewtuna. You got a gift sub to Ricky T. Bones. No worries, Agroed. 15 gin and tonics does sound like a good night. Nice. Yeah. Sorry you had to make it at the very end, but I'm glad you made it anyway. And hopefully at least you made some good memories at the wedding. Anyway, sorry to cut and run with your money, Doug, but we are about to raid out to Eddie Ooze, who apparently turns out is also a Texan. Skeletons with the practice speak! Nice! Nice! We beat out the clowns with their whimsy, with our calcium. Amazing. Nah, that's perfectly fine. Whoever got as high as they could, did so at their best. I'm glad y'all had fun at the practice, though. Glad y'all had fun. So, as always, folks, if you've made it to this far in the VOD, I want to say thank you very much for keeping on top of things, catching up. Appreciate it. Thank you for all of the likes, all the subscribers we may have gained. We've gotten 580 now, and we seem to keep growing, and I'm happy about that. It means that I'm doing something right. Not a big something, but something right. So, until next time, folks, thank you very much for sticking with me as I'm on this guerrilla schedule. Hopefully we will play Malviolence soon, sometime this week. And as always, folks, memento vivere, memento mori, and enjoy your time over at Eddie Ooz's place. Y'all have a good night, rest well, and remember to live for the greatest things in life, which is just every day you wake up. So, take care of yourselves, y'all. Have a good night.